Conservative new media viewers and Jeremy Lin fans around the world, as well as LA Lakers fans around the world, what is up? It's me, PFE, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to discuss the Warriors' 116-75 beatdown of the Los Angeles Lakers tonight in preseason game number 3 for the Lakers in Ontario, California, which is a little bit east of Los Angeles. If you don't know where that is, it's basically part of what is known as the Inland Empire area of Southern California. Look, this was a brutal game for the Lakers. We saw the other night when these two teams first met that the Warriors just could kind of overpower the Lakers, and they won that contest by 15 points. Well, tonight was much worse. First quarter, this game was essentially over, in my opinion. The Warriors won that quarter 39-13. And at one point, I believe, late in the first quarter, the Lakers were actually shooting less than 10% from the field in the game. It was just their starters were like 3 of 26 from the field. It just wasn't their night, to put it mildly. Steph Curry led the Warriors 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in 24 minutes. Shot 8 of 11 from the field, including 4 of 7 from three-point range. Same thing as the other day. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson just ate the Warriors up. Steph was even better tonight than he was the other night. He had 20 points in the first encounter between these two teams. Obviously, he kicked that up 5 more points tonight. There was some thought among certain Lakers fans that the problem was Jeremy Lin guarding Steph Curry. Obviously, that wasn't the case. Steph Curry did pretty much whatever he wanted to do against Steve Nash, Ronnie Price, and even Kobe Bryant, who guarded Steph a little bit, or actually for a bit, I think, in the third quarter. There's no saving graces here. The Lakers were out-rebounded 44-37. It's the first game of the preseason they were out-rebounded. They only shot 37% from the game, and they allowed the Warriors to shoot 56% from the game. The Warriors were 13 of 33 for 39% on three-pointers. The Lakers were 0 for 3 for three-point attempts. So that's even much less than what Byron Scott said about the team trying like between 10 and 15 three-pointers, I believe he said, per game. The Lakers had 17 assists on the game and 20 turnovers. They were also beaten in fast break points 32-8 by the Warriors. They were beaten in the paint, points in the paint 36-24, and so on and so forth. Pretty much everything that could go wrong in this game did. The only thing I can see here that was a positive for the Lakers is that they shot 88% from the free throw line, which is very, very good. Nobody on the Lakers had a positive plus-minus, and the worst plus-minus on the Lakers was Kobe, who finished with a minus 39. Now, speaking of Kobe, he played 24 minutes in this game, 6 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. Kobe shot 3 of 13 from the field. He attempted no three-pointers, and he attempted no free throws. He did have 4 steals in the game, as well as 1 block shot. He also had 4 turnovers. The Lakers were missing several players in this game, quite a few, actually. First of them being Jeremy Lin, who turned his left ankle yesterday in practice, and he was not able to participate in tonight's game, although there is some hope that he will participate in Thursday's game against Utah, because there are 3 days of rest between tonight's contest and the game against the Utah Jazz. Also missing this game for the Lakers were Jordan Clarkson, the rookie, shooting guard / point guard, Xavier Henry, the shooting guard / small forward, Ryan Kelly, power forward / small forward, and who's the other person I am forgetting right now? Nick Young, Swaggy P, the small forward, who of course is out with the thumb. So that's 5 guys that the Lakers were missing, and almost all of them were important, if not all of them. They could have used some of the ball handling of those guys that were out. They could have used the scoring, the athleticism, the speed. Lakers looked slow tonight. Their defense was absolutely horrible. It was just terrible in almost every facet you can think of. They did have 9 steals. I'll give them that. But half-court defense, bad. Transition defense, bad. They looked lost. And they didn't even look like they were trying hard in a lot of this game. And the announcers commented on it. And I think they were just demoralized because the Warriors were doing whatever they wanted. And as I said on Twitter, the Warriors are a team that can make you look really, really bad when they're on offensively. And they were definitely on in this game for much of the game. And they have such good shooting, starting with Steph Curry, that you can play terrific defense and they'll still hit a shot. I mean, there was a point in this game where Steph Curry hit like a 28-foot three-pointer against Kobe Bryant, and Kobe just had to, give him a slap on the butt. I mean, what can you do? And you have to. Kobe was not playing bad defense. You just didn't expect Steph to just pull up from 28 feet. So it's just one of those nights. And look, the Warriors look fantastic. They look better. They look improved, in my opinion. If they stay healthy, they are going to be a force, maybe even more than what I've realized in the West. Particularly with the injury to Kevin Durant, there's a chance they can get up in the top 3 or 4, in my opinion. They look good. Whatever issues were going on last year with Mark Jackson or whatever, the reports or the rumors, hopefully those are gone now. And they are a very dangerous team. Not only are they good on offense, they are a top 10, top 5 defensive possibility team as long as Andrew Bogut is healthy to stay in the middle of the defense and block shots and contest shots and alter shots. So we saw all of this. So we can't be too discouraged, I don't think, as Lakers fans, because you're talking about an elite team or a potentially elite team that's kind of an offensive and shooting machine. And the Lakers they're a little bit older with their starting unit, and they're learning a new system, and they've got a bunch of new players. And the Warriors are much more used to what they're doing, I think, than the Lakers are, even though they have a new coach as well. They just seem much more in sync than what is going on for the Lakers. Now, the good news for this, the good news about this game, if you're a Jeremy Lin fan, is that what this says to me, and a couple of you guys mentioned this on Twitter already, including Todd from Arizona, the Lakers need Jeremy Lin. Many of Lin fans, including myself, were concerned that this was going to be the Kobe show. The next 2 years are going to be the Kobe show and everybody else get out of the way and this type of thing. What I've seen from Kobe in these 3 preseason games, particularly the last 2 against the Warriors, he's not the same player that he was before the Achilles injury. And I said this in the Game 2 video. In Game 1, he looked great against Denver, who was also a fast-breaking team, but not the machine on offense that the Warriors are. The last 2 games, Kobe's legs don't look nearly as good. In particular, his quickness and burst and explosion look substantially less than what they were before the Achilles injury and surgery. My guess is that what's going to happen for Kobe this year is he's going to be up and down, particularly on like back-to-backs or 4 games in 5 nights, this type of thing. He's going to struggle on some of those games. I think certain nights he's going to look great, like he did in the first game, like he's looked in some of these scrimmages where his jump shot's on, he's hitting shots, he's hitting fadeaways, he's hitting catch-and-shoot shots, etc. Other nights, it's not going to be there, which was what the case was tonight. Kobe started this game, I believe, 1 of 10 from the field. And some of the shots are pretty tough, although they're shots he can hit. But I think what's happening, he's not getting the same lift. He's not getting the same vertical jump on his jump shots and fadeaways that he used to get. Kobe used to have a tremendous vertical on his jump shots. He could really get up high over other guys. Now, that does not seem to be the case anymore for, again, whether it's just the Achilles, whether it's the mileage on his legs or a combination, whatever it is. He also does not have the quickness in his dribble moves. So what you saw a lot from Kobe tonight is that he was passing the ball in situations where in the past he would have shot the ball, but he wasn't able to make a move as easily as he could have in the past. So he was forced to instead distribute the ball rather than take the shot. And so what this sets up, now of course, when you get Nick Young's a scorer, Xavier Henry's a scorer, so those guys being out and coming back will change the equation. None of those guys, none of the other injured players is as good of a playmaker as Jeremy Lin is. Not even close. I think that part of the reason why Kobe is taking Jeremy Lin under his wing is because I think Kobe understands whatever this team is going to accomplish this year, you're going to need a heavy dose of Jeremy Lin to help you accomplish it. Because again, even Kobe, I've said this before, Kobe's not James Harden. He's not, he's very willful and he's very proud. He wants to do things and he wants to shoot, but he's not stupid. If Kobe doesn't think he can get it done to the same level, then he's going to look for other people on the team to help him get it done. And that's where Jeremy Lin comes in. Because as I've mentioned previously, Jeremy can weaponize the rest of the team. He can take guys that aren't scorers and make them into scorers because of the way that he can see the ball and distribute the ball. So what I think Kobe is understanding here, who on this team can help me win? Because Kobe wants to win. He wants to make the playoffs. And he knows he can't carry the team the way that he used to. I think he understands Jeremy is probably his best hope on this team. Steve Nash is 40 years old. Nick Young is injured right now, and Nick Young is a decent ball handler, but he doesn't handle the ball as well as Jeremy, and he certainly doesn't distribute the ball as well as Jeremy does. Xavier Henry can score well when he's on, but he's not a playmaker. I think Kobe understands, particularly based on the Linsanity New York experience, Jeremy is a guy that can take average players and make them into a good or substantial unit. And that unit is capable of winning games and might be capable of getting you into playoff contention. That's what he did in New York. Took a team that was whatever it was. What was it, 7-15 or 15-22 or whatever it was. And he led them to the playoffs, essentially almost by himself. Kobe knows that, and Kobe wants to make the playoffs. If the Lakers want to contend, I think they're going to have to really turn a substantial amount of the offense over to Jeremy Lin. More than what I thought, because Kobe's not, he's lesser than what I thought he was going to be in some respects. And I think he understands that, and I'm sure Byron Scott knows it as well. So if you're a Lin fan, that's great. Jeremy's definitely, in my opinion, absolutely going to get his chances this year, because they're going to need him. I mean, the team scored 75 points tonight. Xavier Henry's up and down scorer. He's good when he's hot. When he's on, he can score. Nick Young, same thing. Nick Young's a better shooter than Xavier Henry, but Nick's not a complete scorer. He's more of a shooter than a scorer, although he's improved as a scorer, and he did score about 18 points per game last year. There's still going to be issues with scoring on this team, even when everybody's healthy. And that's why you need somebody like Jeremy to distribute it, and like Kobe as well, to be fair, because Kobe was making some nice passes, and he's capable of doing that. And he might be in some ways best as kind of a hybrid scorer / distributor at this point in his career following the injury, more than primarily a scorer, which was what he was before the injury. So that's kind of my assessment. I'm not gonna melt down about this game. It's a team that's just looks in great rhythm, that seems energized, perhaps by the coaching change. Things are just in place for them. They look great against a team that had a terrible year last year, that's doing an overhaul, that's still in rebuilding, that's getting their star back from an injury, that's added a bunch of new guys. They're learning a new system. And this can happen. This is what it is. This happens. But it doesn't matter if you lose by 1 point or 40 points. It's still a loss, but it's only one loss. So I don't want to get too crazy about this. Now, the word on Jeremy is that, again, hopefully he will play on Thursday. And he's day-to-day currently with the injury. Okay, that's about it. There's not a whole much more to say about this. There's just, it was what it was. That's the easiest way to say it. Nobody played incredibly well. I'm sure the team will look at this and learn a lot from it, but I don't know if this game film is going to be hanging around a whole bunch unless it's going to be used if the team was on a hot streak and you need to kind of settle them down a little bit. But that's pretty much it. I will work to get video highlights in the comment section as well as in the video description below the video player as soon as I can. We encourage you to come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group. You will find information for that in the video description below the video player as well. We also encourage you to come and join us on Twitter, the CNM J-Lin Vids account. Again, video description will be the information for that. Many of you, of course, are already following us there. Thanks for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. Of course, thumbs up, thumbs down on this video. And give us your comments. What did you see in this game? How do you think Jeremy's going to affect the team? Do you see what I see? Which is that this team needs Jeremy Lin. And they need him pretty badly, in the same way that the Knicks needed him when Carmelo and Amare went down in 2011 and 2012. It is currently 12:21 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States on Monday, October 13, 2014. That means it is 12:21 p.m. on October 13th, Monday, 2014. in Taipei, Taiwan, Manila, the Philippines, and China as well. A tough loss. We move ahead on to Thursday against an opponent that should be substantially easier to play than against the Golden State Warriors, which is the Utah Jazz. They're kind of in a rebuild or trying to kind of crawl out of the depths of the Western Conference themselves. So hopefully Jeremy and others will be back for that game. The Mike Trudell, the sideline reporter for the Lakers telecast, said that it's possible that everybody could be back for that game except for Nick Young. That would be fantastic. If you get Jeremy, Xavier, Ryan Kelly, and Jordan Clarkson back, that would certainly help things out tremendously for the team's depth and scoring ability and youth and athleticism. So we are looking forward to that. Again, I am PFA Paulo Villarreal, the NBA expert. Looking forward to talking with you guys. I'll try to get to Twitter and in the comments as soon as I can. That's it. Like I said, I think the game showed that Jeremy is missed. And again, the concept that Jeremy was the problem with Steph Curry on defense, obviously that was proven incorrect tonight. Okay, have a great night or great day wherever you are around the world when you watch/listen to this video. Take care, and we will talk to you soon.